Gonna have my last piece of pizza here. Down my Hollow's Omiwa. Get a good stretch in. Is that a tree? Fill up my watering can for my tree? Check out this slick outfit. Is this guy the protagonist? I thought the protagonist was the chick with yellow hair. That's my house tree. It's my pride and joy, along with my rug. They're the only two things I truly care about in this life. All good and dandy. Has anyone seen my right glove? Oh, well, there's my gun. Pretty important. All right, let's get out of here. Time to stop by the dollar store and pick up some milk. This sounds very loud. This is not, don't mind me, I'm having my anime protagonist flashback sequence. Nothing to see here. YouTube's not gonna be happy about that. All right, hopefully YouTube doesn't mind. Chat, I was not given an options menu to turn down the audio. I apologize if it's too loud. As soon as we get to a menu screen, I'll try and put it down a bit. Oh, hey, look, Personas from Persona. Q4 SMT fans getting mad. Jack Frost! No, Jack Frost! What do you think the odds are of me being able to put this on YouTube? I think it's pretty low. Oh, well, that's fine. I didn't need that forehead. It's so cyberpunk. Alright, well, welcome everyone to Soul Hackers 2. There was a big opening cutscene sequence there with what sounded like copywritten music, so if you're watching on YouTube, I might have had to have cut that out. I'm not sure. But hey, we're here, the brand new Atlas game that just came out. I'm streaming this on day of release. I'm quite excited to try it out. I've got chat here with me. The game did not give me any options yet, and I don't think, yeah, there are no options here, so if the game audio is a little loud at the start of the playthrough, or a little quiet even, I apologize. As soon as I get to an options menu to see about setting up some audio stuff, I'll get that sorted out. Chat, I'll be relying on you guys to let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet, etc. Before we start, I will say I've never played the first Soul Hackers. I think it's a game that came out in like the 1990s. From what I understand, you don't really need to play the first Soul Hackers to play this one, as far as I'm aware. So, you know, we'll see how this one goes. I'm a big fan of the Persona franchise, if this is your first time watching my channel. And I quite like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is another Atlas game that came out. I have played SMT5. I played no other SMT games. SMT5 was fine. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but it was an alright game, and I've never really dabbled with any other SMT stuff. But Soul Hackers 2 looks a lot like Persona and TMS does, so I wanted to give it a try. So here we are. Let's hit up a new game and see what happens. Prioritize either smooth performance or graphical detail. I always hate being asked this question because I don't know which option to pick. My videos are in 60 FPS, so I'll go with performance, chat? I think we'll just go with performance for 60 FPS. I am playing on my PlayStation 5, by the way, as it says in the title and all. I saw someone earlier in chat asking what I was playing on, but I'm playing on my PS5. But I think we'll just do prioritize performance, because I mean, like, this says, like, graphics in 4K, but my videos are in 1080p anyway. I doubt the graphics are gonna be any worse than 1080p going at 60 FPS, so we'll go with that. Yes, we will begin with these settings. Also, by the way, I saw, like, the first trailer of this game, like, a year ago or something, thought it looked cool, knew I was gonna play it, haven't watched any other trailers. I know basically nothing. Pretty much nothing. Would you like to change these settings? They can also be changed from the in-game menu at any time. Yes, absolutely. It did sound a little loud at the start. Vibration is fine. Let's keep voice. Let's put voice. Oh, they actually say something. I love that. Let's listen here.
Hey. Hello. Evening. Amazing. That's enough. Nice. That takes care of that. Let's keep at it.
Let's put that up one. Sound effects are never really, like, that important usually. We'll leave that where it is for now. I'm gonna turn down the background music volume just by 1 because the opening cutscene was really loud. Again, I don't know if that was loud on YouTube or not because it had music in it that sounded like it could be copywritten. But let's put that down by 1, voice volume up by 1, and then chat, I'll be relying on you guys as we play the game a little bit to be like, hey, this needs to be louder, or this needs to be quieter, and we'll deal with that as we go. Loading screen tips. I always want to be able to advance things by pressing a button, if possible. Choose whether the game will retain cursor positions in previous battle menu windows. Sure. Choose whether a demon will remain equipped out of battle after switching to it in mid-battle. Don't apply. It's so hard for me to remember if I'm reading this right. I want to select a demon from, like, my loadout, and then if I switch mid-battle, I want it to go back to the previous demon for the next battle. So I think don't apply is what I want there. Select whether the guard and escape commands need final confirmation. That's a really nice little quality of life thing. I will apply that, just in case I accidentally click them by spamming X or something and it confirms for me. I definitely want that on escape. Guard is a little weird to have that on, but still, nice. Just default both of those. Camera distance, I'm just gonna leave defaulted. Same for camera movement speed. We might change that as we go. Select whether Ringo is to the left or centered during movement. I'll leave that on default because I don't know what it means. Enable camera tracking during Ringo's movement. I'll leave that on default. I'll also leave this on default, but we might change that to fast later. And then prioritize performance. All right, apply. Choose a difficulty to start the game. Whenever I'm playing a new game, unless it's a Kingdom Hearts game, I just always go with whatever the midpoint is. So we will just hit normal on this. Cobalt Ryu, thank you so much for subbing at tier 1 for 7 months. Greatly appreciated. This is a work of fiction, by the way. The crimes, beliefs, and injustices of the story. The injustices of the story are not intended to malign, so on and so forth. Okay, yeah, cool. Makes sense. It is the middle of the 21st century. Technological progress has plateaued, and the lives and societies of humanity are now defined by a slow stagnation. Yet from the abstracted, data-rich sea of Earth's information, new life had evolved. Atlas! Atlas was born! Is this the origin story of the company Atlas? Are we gonna see them make the first SMT game and then eventually, like, I doubt they'll show us them making Persona 1 and 2. They'll show us them making Persona 3, though. Oh no, is my soul getting hacked? My soul, no! My firewall! It's not strong enough!
Ringo. Ringo. Aion is a conscious consensus, born from the sea of information, without beginning or end. Though aeons pass, Aion is eternal. Aion denies all forms of boundaries that define the individual self. Contradiction identified. You have addressed me as Ringo, requesting immediate correction.
I am Flamma. I was created so that the will of Aion can be put into words. Words will be a contextually vital tool for your objective.
The objective of Aion is evolution. Individual existence indicates extreme retrogression. Finite physical manifestation classified under the above category, requesting explanation regarding the necessity of a corporeal form.
Our causal calculations have identified an imminent sequence of events. Aion has determined that these events represent a catastrophic threat to the future of humanity. Our role as a neutral observer is temporarily being suspended. Direct intervention is required to identify and intercept the cause of this threat.
Therefore, a material form is required for material intervention. I understand and accept Ringo as the optimal form to exit observation. As Ringo, I request that Flamma provide the calculated causal evidence to prove necessity.
Open your eyes, and I will show you a vision. Can you do so?
Did anyone else bring their PhDs, by the way? Because if you forgot your PhD at home, you might not be able to follow what's happening right now. Also, yeah, Ringo is supposed to be the protagonist, right? I thought that Ringo here was the protagonist, not that guy we saw at the very starting cutscene. Oh, goodbye. The Persona 4 glasses you need to see through the fog. Oh, well. Sucks to be that guy. Also sucks to be this guy. Wasn't that us at the start of the game? What is this Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? I knew this game was rated M, but it looks like it's going a bit harder than I expected, so, you know, fair warning to anyone still watching who might not watch, like, when I play M-rated games all that much. It looks like this game can get pretty intense. You've been warned. Like 10 minutes too late into the video. Yo, we going to the digital world? Is this the Digimon game that I deserved?
Good morning, Ringo.
Good morning to you too.
Morning, Figue. So, you got born into this mess too, huh?
How are you feeling?
Like the world was just created 5 minutes ago.
Basically, yeah, for the most part. Can I open... No, I think if I try and open the menu here, it's gonna auto, but I definitely want to change the text speed from default to fast. But I don't want to accidentally click a button that will skip the cutscene, so we'll change that at the earliest opportunity.
It hasn't been that long. If we assume this world was created at the precise moment we attained sentience, that would be 12 seconds ago to be exact.
Seems long enough.
Your individual personalities appear to be functioning as intended.
Hey, Flamma? Who are we exactly?
You are constructs. Your purpose is to protect the world of humanity. More specifically, you are temporary and limited manifestations of Aion.
As expected of any JRPG ever, when you have to create physical manifestations to save humanity, you always make sure that you create as many waifus as humanly possible.
The situation will require versatility in approach and judgment. Therefore, you have been created with personalities designed to differ from each other.
Oh my goodness, unique characters in my video games?
I mean, I'm not doubting Ion's grasp of cybernetics. These bodies seem state-of-the-art and even organic-ish. But I thought Ion had a policy against taking physical form. And giving us our own senses of self? I think that's a pretty obvious downgrade considering. I think. Listen to me.
Therefore you are.
If they created us, then they're resorting to drastic measures. I take it we're dealing with a crisis?
I like these portraits.
The world of humanity is coming to an end.
I take it that's the point of the vision you showed me.
Very soon, the deaths of those two humans will set apocalyptic events into motion.
The scientist guy we saw in the pool, and then the guy with the tree in his house that we saw at the very start. Okay.
So that's our mission, then. Directly intervene in the human world, and prevent their deaths, thus averting the apocalypse?
Precisely. Ion's reason for existence is to acquire information and evolve. To that end, we must ensure the world is protected.
Okay, so who are these guys exactly?
One is Ichiro Honda, a renowned computer engineer and a luminary in his field.
His hairstyle reminds me of Clarion from Young Justice.
The other is a devil summoner named Arrow.
Yo, Arrow, cool name. Devil Summoner? He can summon devils?
Sorry, Devil Summoner?
The necessary information has already been provided to both of you, as well as abilities suited to your mission.
And this is a comp. I see. So this is what Devil Summoners used to fight.
That's a gun, actually, I'll have you know.
A weapon. Are we to assume this mission will involve combat?
Trying to stop people from being murdered, I would expect combat to come up a little bit.
Correct. Your new bodies have been adjusted for this eventuality. However, if your forms are damaged beyond our estimations,
Then we could wind up dead, as much as any human would.
correct. You are accordingly advised to exercise caution in your investigation.
Sheesh. Okay, fine. I call the Devil Summoner. Fig, you take the Engineer.
Understood. Designating Ichiro Honda as target Alpha, and Arrow as target Beta. Mission status initialized.
Can't go without our jacket.
Well, this will be Ion's first contact with the human world. Let's make sure we do this right.
This is a very neat concept right out the gate. Some kind of like super giga AI thing that can predict the end of the world, making like branches of itself with their own senses of self to go and stop the world from exploding, basically. I think that's the gist of what we just got in that first like 20 minutes. I'm interested.